Hello, my nerds and nerdettes. This is Phase 3, Part 1 of the MCRU, with The Man of Tomorrow. The first project will be The Amazing Spider-Man, Kingpin of Crime. The main villain will be Kingpin, and side villain is Kraven the Hunter. So, of course, with the cast, Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy, and Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin. And for Kraven the Hunter, we're casting Jason Momoa. Anyway, for the plot, Spider-Man and Gwen would graduate and buy a house together in the first montage of the movie. Suddenly, Kraven shows up and kills a bunch of animal-themed villains in New York, including grizzly, iguana, vermin, human, fly, kangaroo, and walrus. It would turn out that Kraven and Chameleon was told about Spider-Man and the animal villains by a random person who, in the second act, would be revealed to be Wilson Fisk, who is the Kingpin of Crime. So basically, just, if that wasn't clear enough, basically, as it was teased in the first Spider-Man movie, Chameleon and his brother, who is Kraven, were given an anonymous tip about Spider-Man and some other animal-themed villains and heroes. Chameleon came early, and this is Kraven. Kraven has now come and is honestly way better than Chameleon. He's, like, as you can see, killed all those people: grizzly, iguana, vermin, human, fly, kangaroo, and walrus. And it would be revealed that Wilson Fisk is the one who gave that anonymous tip. It would end with Kraven being defeated, but Kingpin would get away, and to add salt to the wound, Kingpin would kill Aunt May. And obviously that makes Peter go dark, and he dons a suit similar to this, black and red, as he is to symbolize, and it symbolizes basically that he's now in a darker place. That's what that suit symbolizes. So yeah, Spider-Man's now going to a dark place. It's its emo phase. Anyway, the next project will be Daredevil Season 1. It's really the exact same as the real Season 1, but with one change. At the end, Daredevil will don a comic accuracy with, like, the DD and everything. And even the cast will stay the same. Charlie Cox as Daredevil, Deborah Ann Wool as Karen Page, Eldon Henson as Foggy Nelson, Rosario Dawson as Claire Temple, and Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin, obviously. The next movie is Guardians of the Galaxy, and just like Daredevil Season 1, it's staying the exact same, but with a change. Well, two changes are being made to this movie, besides it's the exact same as the real one. As the champions of Xandar would appear, and it would start with Star-Lord. It would start with Star-Lord escaping Xandarian prison, and then we get that montage of him going to that planet for the Power Stone. And also, Ronan will survive and somehow go to Hala. And, of course, the cast staying the same. But here's just a recap. Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, Zoe Saldana as Gamora, Vin Diesel as Groot, Dave Bautista as Drax, Karen Gillan as Nebula, Bradley Cooper as Rocket, Michael Rooker as Yondu, Lee Pace as Ronan, and John Brotherton as Nova, Will Poulter as Darkhawk, and Laura Haddock as Co-Real. And that's the Guardians. The next movie is Doctor Strange. And it's really the same, like, plot of the movie again, but except instead of Caecilius, we're just going to replace him with Baron Mordo. So it would be revealed that Baron Mordo knew all along that the Ancient One was using dark magic, and is the one who was like doing what Caecilius was doing. Yeah. So Baron Mordo is the villain instead of Caecilius, because who cares about Caecilius? We want Baron Mordo. Yeah. And the cast is Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, Benedict Wong as Wong, Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One, Chiwetel Swinton as Baron Mordo. I think I got that name wrong, but the same actor for Baron Mordo. And Idris Elba is playing is Dormammu. Idris Elba, because, yeah. And just so you know, he still plays Heimdall. That's right, he's going to be one of the very few who gets multiple roles in the MCRU. He's now Heimdall and Dormammu, because I want his voice as Dormammu. Don't judge me. Judge me, and I will come. And I'm not going to come do that. Yeah. Anyway, the next movie is Captain America: Return of Hydra. Yeah, we're now finally going into an original project instead of just keeping the same one like I did with the past 3 projects. But yeah, the main villain is Red Skull, and there would be 2 subplots with Winter Soldier and Nuke. The cast is Chris Evans as Captain America, Anthony Mackie as Falcon, Emily Van Camp as Sharon Carter, Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, Sebastian Stan as Winter Soldier, Hugo Weaving as Red Skull, Frank Grillo as Crossbones, and Carl Urban as Nuke. So the 2 subplots is Steve trying to help Winter Soldier remember his time as Bucky Barnes. He would do that, obviously. And the second plot is kind of a big one. Okay. So we would find out that Nuke was created when Nick Fury tried to create a new super soldier with experiments, with Nuke being one of the experiments, along with others, one being Carl Morgenthau. Yeah. Nuke was experimented on Nick by Nick Fury to become another super soldier. And he works with Hydra now to get revenge on Nick. Nuke would try to kill Nick for all the pain he was put through by Nick during the experiments. So yeah, Nick Fury would get some dirt on him in this movie. That's crazy. Yeah. But the main plot. Captain America would work with Special Agent Samuel Wilson, aka Falcon, as they try to take down Hydra. Red Skull would have a plan to infect the U.S. with a virus that makes people sick and look like Red Skull. It happened in one of the Avengers cartoons. Bucky Barnes would turn on Skull, helping the heroes take down the villains. The final battle would end with Nuke dying and us finding out that Nuke and Red Skull, thanks to their super serums, getting stage 4 heart cancer. And Steve will one day get it, and nothing will be able to cure him. Red Skull would die right there by shooting himself in the head with his gun and dying, not letting cancer take him. This was all done because we noticed something throughout the whole movie, that Red Skull was it seemed like Red Skull was rushing, and that's because he wanted to do one final thing before he killed himself so that cancer wouldn't get him. And Steve's gonna get it one day. Nuke got it, Red Skull got it, and next is gonna be Steve, or whoever. So that's gonna be something for the heroes to deal with. Yeah, that's kind of dark. Yeah. The next project will be Daredevil Season 2, and yes, new format. But I'm just going to end it off here because that was kind of a dark thing in Captain America. I like darkness. Don't judge me. But yeah. Steve is going to get cancer. Yeah, it's going to be revealed because Super Soldier Serum. In my universe, Super Soldier Serum gives people heart cancer. And peace.